Hey guys, I just thought I'd do an update on the Narin Alternative Hunter. I know some of you have actually sent me emails asking what's going on. So I finally got some primer on it today. I didn't get to do all of it because we had a freak storm. Anyway, so here's an actual review of most of the parts now that you can see it and they're not all bright orange. Okay, so we've got the base. And sorry, I'm using the trusty iPhone because I haven't figured out my other new camera. So here's the base. Oh, Aztec design. I've actually looked up several things on Mayan and Aztec, and I've seen what a couple people have done with theirs, and I'm not too sure exactly what I'm going to do. But what I wanted to touch on was, so I've spent about a week on the waist part, and Narin does an absolutely phenomenal job on his sculpting. But on this, there were a lot of chips on the legs where the netting was. So I actually spent about a week with my X-Acto knife, slowly trimming and kind of sanding down. And if you look real close, I'm sorry the lighting is not great, you can still see some of the lines like right here. And I actually left those. I didn't mind because it's going to give me a reference point for when it's done. I'm actually going to put netting on it using a really fine thread, and hopefully that'll come out good, look a little more realistic. So let me see. So here are the feet, and inside, if you can see it with the light, yes, instead of going with pinning, I'm using some of the same techniques that do with like the Gunpla resin kits, and using magnets. So with the one leg. Now, these magnets I get from K&J Magnetics. They are absolutely phenomenal. They're not supposed to lose their magnetism over time. I can't say enough about them. They're affordable. And as you can see, no legs falling off, even upside down. Their strength is, I think on their site, 2.5 pounds magnet to metal, and almost double that magnet to magnet. So it's almost 5 pounds pull strength. And as you can see, I actually cut down the pegs, put the magnet, put saran wrap down, put the magnet in, and then use epoxy sculpt, packed it in, put the peg in, let it sit overnight, the 12-24 hours, slides right off, pull off the plastic wrap, you're good to go. And you can see, so I've actually got them going magnet to magnet, direct contact. On the waist, you can see all the fine details. I mean, it is great. I still got a little bit. This is the resin's so hard, it takes a lot of work. But I still got some seam lines I need to clean up here and there. Not horrible, just little things like that. So, scoot that out. Now on the face, try and get this where the light's hitting it right. Exceptional detail. What I did on this was I wanted to be able to take the bio helmet and make it attachable to either the face or to the body. Now, I've seen a lot of people do it to the shoulder. I decided to do something a little bit different. So here's the bio helmet. And of course I had to play with it. and remove out the eyes. Now, I haven't decided. I have some really fine brass mesh that I can put in there, or I can use some acetate and tint it to be a really dark gray to go in there. And I haven't decided what I want to do with that yet. So, but there's the helmet, and I need to clean up because it had a few blemishes, and I tried resculpting on there. After I primed it, I just need to sand it down. So, head, face, it's not overly tight, and the magnet is actually placed right there. So I drilled the hole, put the magnet, used some epoxy sculpt, resculpted in the lines, good to go. And you can see the magnet on the inside of there. I didn't care about that. I wanted it as close as possible, just so I get more strength. They're small magnets. What I use for the arms, hands, and everything are actually 1/4 inch by 1/8 inch cylinders, just in case anybody's wondering. These were 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch by, I think, 1/8 inch. They're pretty small. So, and then I refilled in the hole there. So, mask goes on like that. The other one, I decided to put it on the back so it can sit like that. So it's out of his way. If he's fighting, he can reach around and grab it. On some of the details that I think I'm going to replace, these, a couple of them had small chips. That one I did myself because I was burring out the hole by hand. I do most of my work by hand just because it's more precise. I cleaned up some of the holes here, on stuff back here, just to give it more defined detail. But I think I'm going to use some actual metal bits just to replace these once it's painted. Just to give it that metal looks like metal. You can paint it to look like metal, but it never really looks like metal. So, on the face, the detail, just on all the bits and everything, this guy's just awesome. So, let's see. Left arm, same thing. Magnet inside, magnet there. One of the very important things to remember when you're doing this, make sure your magnets are aligned. Don't do polarity opposites, because you're just going to want to kill yourself, because you have to try and get them out. And trust me, I've done it by accident. So, there's that. You can see the body is heavy, and it's holding it just fine. So there's that one. One of the main reasons I wanted to try and do this, transportation, it goes to a show, it goes to a new owner, something like that, and also for painting it, it'll make it a lot easier. You just pull off, you can paint all in separate pieces. When you're all done, you can make a custom box for transportation. And where if you do just like rods, like in this one, the arm goes down. If you do just a rod, it'll have a tendency of it'll want to try and slide out if you don't glue it. I want to try and not glue these. So there's that one, just like that. The hand, this is just sick. I haven't decided. I've seen a couple people do all kinds of shades of metallics, everything else in here. I haven't decided what I wanted to do yet. I'll just try and not screw it up. So there's one in there, so you can see that. And I'm running short on time, so I'll go over these real quick. Here are the rods. These are the bits I still need to paint. These are the shoulder cannons. I was going to use magnets, but unfortunately they're not strong enough. Once on the shoulder, they want to do this, so I'm going to try and figure something else out. Anyway, that's it for today, and I'll talk to you later.